A classical painting with a mythological story, Nymphs feeding the child Jupiter by follower of Nicolaus Poussin, circa 1650. Nymphs feeding the child Jupiter, housed at the National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C., depicts a classical scene of several figures in a lush, outdoor setting. Two nymphs are seen feeding a child, presumably Jupiter, who is reclined on blue drapery. One male figure is kneeling and reaching out towards a goat, while another stands holding a staff. In the background, two additional figures are reclining atop an elevated landscape feature. The setting includes trees with detailed foliage and branches that frame the composition. The color palette consists of earthy tones with pops of blue and green adding vibrancy to the scene. The painting is inspired by a sketch of Nicolaus Poussin, 1594 to 1665, a leading painter of the classical French Baroque style. Poussin was known for his mastery of drawing and color, his use of classical sources and mythology, and his influence on later generations of artists. The sketch, now in the National Museum, Stockholm, was intended for a painting that Poussin never executed. Follower of Nicolaus Poussin who painted nymphs feeding the child Jupiter followed Poussin's sketch closely, but added some details and variations, such as the goat and the staff. The painting illustrates the story of Jupiter's childhood, as told by the Roman poet Ovid in his Metamorphoses. Jupiter was the son of Saturn, the king of the gods, who devoured his children for fear of being overthrown by them. Jupiter's mother, Rhea, hid him in a cave on Mount Ida and entrusted him to the care of two nymphs, who nurtured him with goat's milk and honey. Fully grown, Jupiter vanquished his father and forced Saturn to disgorge his brothers and sisters, and shared the rule of the world with his brothers Neptune and Pluto. The painting was part of the collection of Sir Robert Walpole, the first Prime Minister of Great Britain, who acquired it in the 18th century. It was initially attributed to Poussin, but later scholars recognized it as the work of a follower. It was sold at the Strawberry Hill sale in 1842, and eventually purchased by the Samuel H. Kress Foundation in 1947, who donated it to the National Gallery of Art in 1952.